So for this week, Maddie wanted to do some review, and any kids that are able to say their name and answer the question will earn a trophy as well. So we wanted to review what's very important, and that's how to check the king, how to spot checkmate, how to get out of check, too. What are the 3 ways to get out of check? That you can capture the piece, you can block it, or what else?
You can
block or move out of the way. So, Maddie, you want to take it from here? She's going to go over this first board here with the rook. And go ahead, Maddie. Ask them.
Where can the rook move to check the black king?
So, any kids out there, can you say your name, which was the same as raising your hand, and then say what squares could the rook move to check the black king?
Lauren.
Lauren. Which squares?
It can move over to the, wait. Over
You got
here.
it.
Where is he talking about? We talked about notation.
You have to name the square.
Where is it on right now? F2.
F2? F2 where my hand is? Nope, that's not going to check the king. You need to bring it all the way over to
D2.
D2. What other square could you move the rook to? Kenzie wants to answer. What is it, Kenzie?
You gotta listen to things.
G7, that's right. What if the rook moved up to G7? That would also check the king, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Maddie, do the next one.
And on the next one, where can the knight go to? Where can the white knight go to check the black king? Lauren? Yeah, whatever board that they're looking up on the screen. The knight? Lauren. How do you open up?
Go ahead, Lauren, what square?
G. So, G5.
G5, that's right. What other square could Kenzie wants to say the other square. What's the other square, Kenzie? D4. That's right. Kenzie, D4. You can move the knight to D4, and that would check the king as well. Okay, let's go down to the next one.
Where can the white bishop? What square can the white bishop go to check the black king?
If anybody knows the answer, shout it out.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Matt?
Yes.
He's been saying his name out. He's very close to the speaker. Here. Where was it? Diagonal. To which square? To the top 5. A5.
A5? No, it'd actually be B4 would check the king. And G3 would also check the black king.
Oh.
Now, this is a special one with the queen. There's 6 squares. Can anybody name all 6 squares that the queen could move to? What is it, Kenzie?
G2.
G2. She can move to G2.
E6.
E6. She can move here. That's right. Where else?
E8.
E8. That's right. Where else?
Don't tell me. D4.
D4. Where else? We gotta move. We gotta keep going. There's A2.
C4.
And C4. That's right. Who is that?
Colin.
Colin earns the trophy. So does Lauren. All right. And the next page here, capture the checker. So the white king is in check.
Capture a piece white take the black rook with?
Kenzie? The king. The king could take the black rook. That's right.
He had to take it. What?
What square? What can capture the checker in the next piece with the white knight? Would it be the white knight?
Can the white knight capture? Which white piece can capture the black rook? I have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
The one in the corner, the top right-hand corner.
Oh, that's the bishop. Who is that?
It doesn't look like one.
Yeah, that's a bishop. So the bishop could come all the way down this diagonal and capture that black rook on A1.
See, I know, I'm just saying. Oh, I think that's the other one.
What about this next puzzle on the left screen? Yeah, who answered that last question?
Oh.
Is that Isaac?
No,
I'm going to give Isaac a trophy too. So this next puzzle on the left.
I'm starting to think it's opposite day today.
We are not playing opposites today. All right. So what white piece can capture the checker on this puzzle on the left? Go ahead, Ken.
The first is what piece?
The king and the knight can both capture the queen.
No, the king can.
That's right. It was a trick question. Why can't the king capture the queen? Because it's protected by the bishop. That's right. So only the knight can take the queen. That was a trick question. And what about this last one here? What piece is the checker? Who's checking the king? Anybody? The rook. Can the king take it? Yes, that's right. All right, blocking check. On the puzzle on the left here, what piece could white move? What square could white move to block the checker?
G2 to G3.
Move the pawn from where?
From G2 to G3.
Well, we don't have a pawn on G2, and we can't move it to G3. We have one on F2.
I'm looking on the other screen. The bishop.
Oh, yes, you are correct. On the puzzle on the right, if you move the D pawn up to G2, that would block the queen. That's for sure. What about this one on the left?
The bishop to G3.
That's right. The bishop to G3 would be protected by the pawn. Is that Colin again?
Yeah.
All right. Good job, Colin. And well, those are a little bit harder. Running from check. Ooh, this is a good one. What square on the puzzle on the left? What square could the king move to? Can he move to C1? No, because of the rook. Can he move to E1? Because of the. What about E2? Or C2? Can you go to D2? All right. All right. So the puzzle on the right with the queen. What two squares could the white king move to? Isaac or Camlin or Andrew or anybody new that hasn't answered yet? This is your chance. How can the white king move out of check? What squares could he move to?
D2 or F2?
D2 or F2? No, that would still be attacked by the queen. The queen's still attacking those squares.
D as in dog, 2.
Yeah. D1, that's right. It's D1 and F1, not D2 and F2. It's D1 and F1,
I'm just
right?
confused today.
That's okay. I get confused every day. All right. So the next puzzle on the left. What square could the white king move to?
Mom was just laughing at something. Let me get out my ChessKid. I just.
Where'd it go? Say your name.
Nathan?
Well, if it moves left, what would happen?
Nathan? Nathan? Nathan, say your name. Nathan?
Nathan, you have an answer? Which square could the white king move to?
The white king move. Out of the bishop square. E5?
King is on e5. Yeah, where could the king move to?
E6?
E6? No, the light squared bishop would be attacking the king there. These two squares here, E5 and E6, are attacked by the light squared bishop. And if you went to D6, that's covered by the black king. And if you went on F6 or D4, the black king is, or the dark squared bishop is attacking them. And if E4 and F5 is protected or attacked by the black knight. So the king could only go to F4. It's kind of hard to see, but F4 is a safe square for the king to move to. That's the only square he could move to. What about the puzzle on the right? Where could the king move to? What safe square could the king move to there? We'll try that one, Nathan.
Nathan, he just went to get some medicine. He'll be right back.
Anyone else? Colin?
Lauren.
Lauren, you want to answer?
I'm sorry, what are we looking at? This one. This one.
Puzzle on the right.
The one on the right, okay. Where could you move it? Down? Well, which one is it? E3.
E3, that's right. That's the only safe square that white king could move to. Eddie, you want to cover these? On the left.
Is this diagram on the left checkmate? The black king? No.
No. Where could the king move to?
I mean, yeah.
It is yes.
Is the diagram on the right checkmate?
That's right, Kent. The knight could capture the queen.
This one on the. What about this one on the left?
Is it checkmate? I think they're describing that, I think. No.
Who said no?
Nathan!
Where could the king move to, Nathan? Could he block the queen? No. Could he capture the queen? No. Can he move to G8 or G6? Nope. The knight's got that covered. That's checkmate.
Yeah.
What about the puzzle on the right with the king and the rook? Is that checkmate? Is that checkmate, Kenzie? What square could the king move to, Ken?
G7.
G7, that's right. The king can safely move to the G7 square.
Holy.
You guys want to keep going with some more checkmate puzzles?
Yeah.
All right, the one on the left, is that checkmate? Here's the king. I'll move my first. Yes.
Well, it's Isaac, and you know what I just did? I just set up my chess set.
You just set up your chess set?
Yeah, it's called, chess. White knight.
Hey, Isaac, are you able to tell if that puzzle on the left is checkmate or not?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, the black king in the corner on the left. He's being attacked by the knight. Can anything capture the knight? No. Can the king move? No. It is checkmate. Who said that?
Nathan!
Nathan gets the trophy! What about the one on the right? What about the one on the right? This rook here is attacking the king. Is that checkmate?
No.
Why is it not checkmate?
Because it can move over to another square.
No. If it meant to F8, this dark squared bishop down here is attacking it. This dark squared bishop.
The knight.
Who said the knight?
Colin.
Colin, what can the knight do?
it can block it, and so can
That's right. And it could be either knight, right? It could be this knight, it could be that knight. And they could both move to what square? E7 to block checkmate, right? All right, we got a couple more. Is the one on the left checkmate? The one on the left, is that checkmate for black?
Yes.
Yes, it is. The queen is being protected by this light squared bishop on c2. What about this puzzle on the right? Is the black square king in checkmate? Could be, yes or no? It's stalemate. This king, this black king can't move, and it's not being attacked, so that's stalemate. You need to be quiet. Okay. So, let's switch back to our ChessKid website. So as you can see, what's that?
Is that one? This chess piece right there. Is it a bishop or a pawn? Because I can't really tell what it is.
Oh, that piece, that's a pawn. That's the smiling pawn. I go give a trophy, and I can page through the trophies.
Enjoy Costco.
Say great student. How about a great student one? Nice job answering questions. So, after
There's also a pizza trophy.
there's plenty of other trophies they can look through. If you guys want to give trophies to each other, go for it. Ooh, Kevin just started a game with me. And so, oh, I'm sorry, that's Colin. Colin started a game with Kevin. So I can look at all of Colin's previous games, or all the games he's playing here. If I go to my games, I can see my games here as well. Ooh, I see I have my move waiting for me. So I click on my move in this game with Soccer Penguin. And here, let me turn. Let's see, I want to step back through and get reminded of how the game was going here. And you can always click this game tab. This is very useful to rewind. I can rewind all the way to the beginning, and I could step through this game with Colin. And if you notice on the right-hand side, all the notation. Remember last week we learned notation? It shows all the moves that we've made up until this time. So if we recorded our game correctly, I hope that's not moving too fast for you guys. But I do want to get to the end here. I'll go all the way to the end. Yeah. So it's my move. Colin's white bishop is attacking my backward pawn here. So I'm going to move my rook up. And I hit play move.
Mr. Matt.
Yes.
Did you know that Colin wants to know my name? I think it's, yeah, whatever it's called, profile. I think
it's hard to hear you.
I think it's an avatar.
The penguin?
No.
You're talking about your avatar?
No,
You're talking about avatars?
mine. Colin's is the penguin. No. Someone wants to know mine. Oh.
You want to know what yours is? Isaac? Yeah, so if I go to Manage Kids and I go down to Bad Piggy's Master. That's your avatar is some, yeah, you can always change that. You can always change that. So let me go back to my slow games real quick here and make my other move with Colin. So I want you kids to feel free to challenge each other to play online, or you can challenge me. And here, I'm in a pretty dominant position because I have a rook and 4 pawns, and Colin has a knight and 4 pawns, 2 of which are doubled up, which is not ideal. So I'm going to come up here with my rook and attack his knight and his pawn here. Actually, you know what? I want to cancel that move. I need to start getting my king involved. In the end game, you really need to get your king involved and get him towards the center as well. So I'm going to start getting my king involved.